Well, Eli and I were getting ready to head up to the deer camp, and we will see you when we get in our hunting blind up here. But this is the opening of the first day of rifle season here in West Virginia, so we will talk to you when we're in the hunting blind up here. Well, we just made it up here. It's about 7 o'clock, and yeah, it's a little bit more daylight than what I wanted it to be, but this is starting our deer camp out, and we're here in the hunting shanty, so stay tuned. We'll see what we see here. I will try to get a shot on film if we have something. I've got my tripod, so I'll try to get a shot on film, and Eli will be doing the shooting today. Whatever we see, if he wants to take it, then I'll let him shoot it. So we'll try to get the camera on it and let you all see it. Well, it's about 7:30, and we've seen one doe so far. I seen it, but I switched Eli's seats. He's sitting in the captain's chair now, and I'm sitting in the passenger seat. But I'm watching up here on the hill, and I've heard about 3 shots, so I don't know. We'll have to see if we see anything or not. But while I'm on here, since we're in the season of Thanksgiving, I want to give a shout out to Southpaw 210 Outdoors. If you haven't watched his channel before, go watch him. He's a good guy, and he's from here in West Virginia. And then the other one that I want to give a shout out to is To The Max Outdoors, and he's from here in West Virginia. Go check him out as well. But I wanted to give a couple shout outs there. I want to do more of that here on my channel. So if you haven't watched them channels before, go check them out. Southpaw 210 Outdoors and To The Max Outdoors. Got some does coming through. We've seen about 11 deer today already. Well, we've seen 11 deer so far, and it's 9:30, but we couldn't tell if they were bucks or not. It's kind of brushy out in front of us there. And then, as you've seen, we had 3 come in on the road up there. I'll put that on this video. But we've got 2 guys hunting out behind us here, and I think they must have smelt them and turned around and run back out the way they come. But you'll have that. The week's still early. I'm not going to shoot one unless it's a great big one, but he can shoot whatever he wants to. So if I want to put something in the freezer, which I'm going to, I'll go out and shoot some does. So we'll get back on here a little bit later, and this is still the first day of rifle season here in West Virginia. Eli's walking back up to her cabin. He wants to go see his pap. I said, go ahead and go. I'm hunting with my 30-06 Remington pump. It's a 7600, and I bought this gun in 1986. My mom and dad bought this for me. I've killed a lot of deer with this gun, and this is the first year I have had it out for 4 or 5 years because I had to get a new scope on it, and so that's what I did. I put a new scope on it, but it's a pump gun, and I shoot 150 grain ammunition in it. This is what I'm hunting with this year. And the scope on that gun, I forgot to tell you that, but it's a Crossfire, and it's a Crossfire 2, 3 to 9 by, I think it's a 3 to 9. Let's see here. It's a Crossfire 2, 3 to 9 by 40 power. And that's a new scope my boy, he works at Bridgeport Tool, Machine and Tool and Guns down in Beckley where he goes to school at. And he got a good deal on that scope, so he got me that for my birthday. And I put that on there, and we got her sighted in, and it's a pretty good scope. So that's what I'm hunting with this year. I moved to a new place now. I'm up here in my nephew's ladder stand. It's about 1:45, but I'm overlooking this ridge here, and then I got a growed up hollow down in there. So I'm gonna sit here till dark and watch this. Ready? We're headed up a hollow here today. This is the second day of deer season. I don't know. I think Eli and I, we're going up to the hunting shanty if there isn't nobody in there, and we're going to sit in there. It's supposed to rain here all day. But we're going up here. We're going to have breakfast in the garage up here. I will video a little bit of this, but I won't be saying anything on here because people's kind of funny about when you start filming. So I will try to get a little bit of video on this, and it will be on this deer camp video. But as of yesterday, none of us had got any deer. It's actually been kind of slow around here, and we didn't get anything off the farm up here. So I think all told yesterday myself, I seen 13 deer all day, and wasn't no bucks in there. So I'll get off here, but this is just going up to our hunting camp here, and I will turn you back on when we get up here, and I'll try to get a little bit of video of the stuff that's going on up here.
I was screaming like hell. I said, what do you want to do? He just started screaming. So it went out there. What you
I made it up here. It is about 10:15, and yes, it's pouring the rain down, but that's why I'm thankful I have this shanty. I'm gonna sit in here till about dark and see if I can maybe see a big buck come in this here hollow here. I'd like to kill a nice one. That's what I'm hunting for. I know people say, well, you can't eat the horns, and you can't do this, and you can't do that, but I want a nice one if I'm going to shoot a buck, because we do try to watch what we take off the farm up here. So I'm going to sit in here till about dark, and I hope y'all, and I just got one clip of our breakfast we had down there, because like I said, coming up, people aren't too much into this filming. Some people think this YouTube thing's crazy, but I enjoy doing it, and I like mingling with all you people that comment to me and this and that. So I like doing it, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. But I will shut y'all off, and we will see what happens here. If I get some action, I will show you. Hopefully we've got a pretty nice 8-point. I'm running up here on the farm, so we'll see if he can send this holla today with it raining like this. I'm the only one in here hunting. Wow, it's noon and I haven't seen anything yet. I've been up here I've been here since 10:15. Haven't seen anything, and it's still pouring the rain down here. I don't think it's supposed to quit till about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So this is what we're dealing with here today, where I'm at anyway, in West Virginia. I followed some Facebook pages, and there was some pretty good bucks harvested throughout the state here yesterday. Some real nice ones. But I'm going to keep after it, and we'll see what happens here. But here's a view from outside the shanty window, so hopefully maybe there'll be a buck come in here about dark. They're going to have to get up and move around neat a little bit, I would think, so I'll keep you posted. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bunch of turkeys up here. This is why I trap and try to get some of this stuff out of here. We're starting to see more turkeys up here on this place. And this is one of the main reasons right out here in front of us why I trapped so much. I just wanted you to see them. I don't know how well you can see them, but they just went back out that way. Okay, it's about 2:30, and I just seen some turkeys and 2 little deer. So I have seen some stuff's starting to move a little bit, but this rain here, it just comes and goes. It will slack off for a while, and then it will start raining again. But what had happened there was I started hearing the blue jays hollering out here in the hollow out that way, and I knew to be looking. And when I started looking directly, I seen 2 deer come out on the road, and they were back up that way. So I have seen some deer, just no bucks. I know if it's just a matter of time that we see one, but I was just thinking here, the last buck that I got was in 2018, and that was my mother had passed away in the spring of that year, and I harvested a buck in the fall of that year. So that's the last buck that I have shot with my gun. But anyhow, that's all I've seen. So I don't know if I'll be back on here today. If I'm not, I will take you with me tomorrow. I'm going to be hunting up behind my dad's house and my tree stand where you see me bow hunting. So if I don't see you anymore today, I will catch up with you tomorrow. Okay, this is the 3rd day of buck rifle season here in West Virginia. I'm all set up. I'm up here in my tree stand where I bow hunted out of. So I'm going to try it with my rifle here today. Years ago, I killed a buck right up on that hill there with my rifle, but we'll see what happens here. I will get back with you a little bit later. Well, some of my crew just shot at something back there, but I didn't think they got it, so I better send them back to shooting school. I've yet to see a deer, so I'm gonna keep sitting in here. I'm back here where I used to where I bow hunt a good bit at, so we'll see what happens here. Well, I think we're going to start heading back towards your house. The target bucket was up here. Some little kid got it. I didn't know when he got it, either today or yesterday, but that's fine. There's more bucks out here. Just had to hunt for them, but we're going to head back to the house, and I gotta go check my traps, and I'm going to take my gun and go up to the farm. I'm up here at the cabin. This is the 22nd. This is the third day of deer season, buck season here in West Virginia. I'm headed out. I'm jumping my traps, and I'm going to deer hunt the rest of the week, and then I'll set these things back after deer season goes out. But I'm going to go hunt some here, and hopefully we get some. I'm out here today. This is Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. And I'm out here. I finally did see a buck deer last night. Seen a 6-point and a spike, but I didn't choose to shoot either one of them. But I'm over here watching down over this hill. In the picture you seen before this, I was sitting over on the right of way there with my brother this morning. But this is where I'm hunting at today. I'll get off here and I'll get back with you later. But anyhow, we're going to head in for Thanksgiving dinner. It's about 10:30, so we're going in, and we're going to be back out here this evening. I got to move a couple trail cameras, and then we're going to come back up here and go hunting. Hope you all are having a great day, and I'll probably video a little bit tonight where we're hunting at. My dad, he's hunting way out there. He's 85 years old and still gets out and goes hunting. But this sure is a beautiful view up here. I enjoy coming up here. It's just so peaceful. Well, Eli and I, we got our Thanksgiving dinner done. So we're back up here. It's about 2:30, and we're up here. This is a new spot we're in, and this is overlooking the old right-of-way. So we're going to sit here till dark. I'll keep you all posted every now and then, and hopefully we see a buck in here tonight. But we've got all this ground to watch here, and then up here behind me I've got ground to watch, so should be a pretty good evening, I'd think. But anyhow, we're out here tonight, so we'll see what we can see, and hopefully we see a buck, or maybe even better yet, we see a big old coyote cross this right away. So, but hunting's about making memories and spending time with the kids. If you get something, that's just icing on the cake. But I would like to see him get a nice one. So we'll see what we can do here.
I'm the favorite.
I know y'all can't see it because I just got this phone to film with. But right there where them 3 poles are, Off to the left there a little bit, there's a 7-pointer standing there. I gotta give it to Eli. He's killed a 8-point one other time, and he said not to take this one. It can go and get bigger. So that's what we're gonna do. But it's right off to the left of them 3 poles right there. I know it got my blood pumping a little bit. It's a 7-point. Well, this is Friday morning. We're back here on this bench again. We're hoping to see a big buck come across this right away. We elected not to take that 7-point yesterday evening, so we'll see what happens here this morning. But this is Friday at the buck season, here, first week of buck season here in West Virginia. Well, our little buddy's standing down there in the bottom of the right-of-way again this morning. We don't want to shoot this little buck. He's only a 7-point, and he's not a very old deer. I don't go out and shoot everything that we see. Eli, he got an 8-point a couple years ago, and he has chosen not to shoot this deer again. We want to let him go and see if he will get bigger if he makes it through season. But he's standing right down there, out from them 3 poles again. I don't know if you can even see them poles. The fog's in here. But we're not going to take him. I think he stays right here in this thick stuff here on the bottom of this right away. So we'll just leave him alone. Get it out there to you, but we're sitting on this right away again this morning and hoping to be able to see one. It's been an enjoyable week, but yet it's been a tough week for us hunting wise, guys. In the end, you take what makes you happy, but if you want to have any bucks with some size, you have to let the small ones go in order to get the big ones. So I'm gonna sit here and hunt a little bit more, and I'll turn you around here and show you what we're looking at again this morning. But we're back here on this right of way again, and I don't know if I'm going to film any more today. Well, it paid off. Eli and I got us an 8-point. He's headed up the hill there to go get the Kubota, but we were up there on our bench, and it came out about 9 o'clock. We shot it clear across this here right away. But anyhow, I'll show you. I'm in the bottom of the right of way where the deer come out at. I don't know if you can see our bench up there above them 2 poles right there, but it's off to my right there, but that's where we were. And then this thing come out behind us about halfway up this right of way, and I'll show you right here where I'm at. It come out right up in there, about where them 2 poles are, or 3, and we were shooting that far at it. But I'm just thankful to be able to get it. It will provide for my family and I, and me and the little man, we've hunted hard all week. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Well, this is Sunday of the end of the first week of deer season here in West Virginia. I'm going to head out here and take my trail camera down that I've got on the trees right out there in that tree line. It was overlooking a scrape right there, and see if anything come in here this week at nighttime while we were in bed. We did end up getting an 8-point. I'm sorry there wasn't more pictures of it, but I had to drag that thing for probably, I don't know, I probably drug that thing 1,000 yards. I had to drag it up over a hill and down over a hill and back out around a hill into a meadow, and finally my oldest son Matthew come and got me with the 4-wheeler. But that's as far as I've had to drag one time, for a long time. I mean, the last one I had to drag that far, I was clear out in there and shot one clear way down that way, and I had to drag that thing back here to my house. But it was mostly all downhill. But I'm getting too old to drag them like that, I will tell you that, and I'm gonna start doing stuff a little bit different here when I'm at deer hunting. But one more thing I want to say about this deer season, the recap of it, the first week at least. It started out slow. It's a typical deer season for me. I hardly ever shoot a buck the first day of deer season, and finally about Wednesday I seen a buck every day, Wednesday through Saturday. So it did pick up a little bit, but like I said, I'm not going to drag one like that again. I'm going to be more picky where I shoot one, or it will just have to be a lot bigger buck. But anyhow, the story on this bucket we did get, it come out on that right of way, and my son, he shot it and hit it, and I shot at it, but it was a long ways through there. I figured deer was about 300 yards away when we were shooting at it. But anyway, we ended up getting the thing, and he said we both got it, so we got a little 8-point, I guess, this season. But anyhow, I'm gonna go out here and check this trail camera, and then I'll end the video out here. But anyhow, I'm gonna end this video here. I went and got my trail camera, and I'll go in there and check it, and if there was anything on there, I will show you the pictures of it. But I was just out here coming out through here and see where the beavers have come up in here. They're back, so they're starting to chew on the trees here. Maybe I will set this up and try to catch a beaver this year. But anyhow, I'm going to end this video here. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and this was the deer camp video for the first week. I don't know if I'll be putting a second week out because I'm only going to get a hunt on Saturday, so I'm not taking no time off this week. My oldest son Matthew, he just went back to college down in Beckley. That's always hard when he has to go back and leave home and go back to there. I'll not see him again until Christmas. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and may the good Lord bless y'all wherever you are.